Hello, 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 it's Peg, and today I am working on a page from Art Joy is Sharing live show. So each week, Chelsea and I do a live show on Art Joy is Sharing, which is our sister channel that we do for our Facebook community each Thursday, 10:30 Central. And we have lots of prompts and things in that community. And this challenge today is just one of those. Um, I cut out this image earlier thinking I was going to use that on my page. You know, girl can change your mind. I don't know. I was struggling today with what I was going to do. And so I'd put some uh, gesso and paint down, and then I decided, oh, that was really black, and then I wanted to brighten it up, so I got out some neon paints, and then they were a little bit translucent, so I got some gesso and mixed in with those neon paints, and was just getting some texture and a border on here. Uh, I eventually ended up covering up that border because I didn't like the way it turned out. But we're talking about the prompts and the challenge for the month. And we have a whole list of peculiar persona. Um, each day there's a new person or character, character or whatever that we are making an art journal page for. And today's page for me is Desiree Decisive. So I was thinking I should make an image of a judge because who makes more decisions than a judge? But yeah, that's not the way I ended up going. I don't know why. First I was going to do the lioness, because uh, she makes all kinds of decisions for her pride. And yeah, well, didn't do that. I had this lady with the headscarf that was staring at me, and ultimately she ends up on the page. This is a piece of some packaging that I cut out, and I'm going to use that for the border instead of the border that I stenciled around because I decided I didn't like that other border. So I'm going to take my black paint and paint that out all around the border. Excuse me, oh my. And I'm just using a sponge tool to apply that with, except for up against the binding there, I'm having a little bit of difficulty, so I grab a brush. So, let's see. I end up gluing down this image. I think this is one of the images that might have been on the um, sheet that Shell had provided us. Shell and I had both done some collage clip sheets that are in the Art Joy is Sharing Facebook group, and you can download and print those if you want to. Just characters. Some people say, well, I don't have any magazines, or I don't have any clip art, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. Well, so we threw a few things into the group so that you can pick and choose some of that. This lady, this lady, oh my gosh, she was just speaking to me today. And I guess maybe it was the black and white on the page that, was saying, use that image. I like that image. So, let me see. What did I say? I need to look at my page a minute. Yeah, I'm putting a coat of uh, medium over the top of that because it's just what do you call it? Boy, my brain today. It's printed on just some text weight paper. And of course, that's just going to soak up anything. So I want to seal that paper before I add in any other layers. So Desiree, she's not going to stay this lady. She's going to have an entirely different countenance. I I'm thinking that Desiree's decisions have not turned into good consequences for her. Oh dear, here I go again. So sorry, guys. Because you see that rub-on skeleton face that's coming out? I don't know. It must be getting towards Halloween, and I have to use that skeleton face. So you saw me pull out some spray bottles. I was having spray issues the other day, so when I'm talking to the live audience, we're talking about a number of different things. And I'm having difficulty just getting the transfer from that rub-on. I try it several times. It's not peeling up. It's probably because the stuff underneath is still a little bit damp. And I said, okay, no problem. I'm just going to leave that plastic on the rub-on, and I'm going to get some Collage Medium, and I'm going to stick it down with that. Because you can do that. You know, if it doesn't come up, I'll just change it from the shiny paper that it's stuck to a matte finish with matte medium. So, talking about a number of different things. And I got to dry that. So I next will find a quote. I honestly don't know where my mind was going today. It's just all over the place. This has ended up being a very dark page with that skeleton image, and yeah, evidently Desiree Decisive was not making the best decisions. Because look at her. Oh my goodness, she is in trouble. So I'm looking at I've got it in this quote in both black and white, and I decide to go with the white just to give a little more contrast on the page because there's a lot of black going on there. And the quote is from Bob Dylan, and it says, "Gonna change my way of thinking, make myself a different set of rules, gonna put my good foot forward and stop being influenced by fools." And evidently, it might be a little bit too late, Desiree. Just saying. Oh my gosh. So I'm rounding the corners on this. The frame that's on there actually has some soft rounded corners, and I thought, well, I'm going to round the corners on that quote also. You know, repeat, repeat. When you're doing things in art, you want to repeat. And so I'm just going to glue that quote down, and I will get the pens out now, and I will do some pen work on this page. But I hope if you're new to my channel and you enjoy this sort of journaling that you check it out. I've pretty much had daily journal pages so far. I know that's not going to keep up for the whole month, but there will be a playlist. We've done this for a number of years. Actually, trying to think, maybe 5 years. It all started with NaNoJumo way back when. That's another artist who was doing a month-long challenge, and they did it in November. And Shell and I quickly decided November was not the month to do a month-long challenge just because of the holidays and everything that's going on leading up to Christmas and, you know, Thanksgiving, people coming in. And, you know, even the Canadians have Thanksgiving about this time of year. So I'm just saying, we changed it. We decided that October was a better month to do this. So we did AJOS Snark Attack last year, and it was all snarky quotes. So check that out. I think there's a hashtag out there for AJOS Snark Attack. And the year before that, it was Art Journal Habit, so that we got in the habit of doing an art journal page every day. And I think we did Art Journal Habit 2 years in a row. So I'll try to remember to link some of that stuff at the tail end here in case you're interested in what we've done in past years. So, not a lot more other than just, doing some pen work on here. I want to emphasize the border, so I'm going to get a Posca pen and brighten it up with some polka dots. And I'm adding some color to my image with these pens. What are these? These are Penmark Fine Point Permanent Ink Marker. And I'm not even sure where I got them from. It's from Ink, INC Corp. And not sure where I picked these up. They're made in China. But they had some pretty colors. The pink and the purple and the blue and it's kind of a tealy green. So I must have got a set of 4 or 5 of those in a pack. And I hadn't had them out to use, and I thought, well, I'm going to use them. And then after I got done working on that slick surface, I didn't really like the lines that ended up coming out, so I grabbed some of those crayons. I have both Distress and Marabou and King Art, both 3. I have several different kinds of crayons, as we all do, and I have discovered that I like the Marabou or King Art better than the Distress crayon. Now, if you're using Distress crayon just as putting color down and adding water to it, it's fine. It works fine for watercolor. However, if I want something creamy and that I can blend with my finger on these surfaces, those other 2, the King Art and the Marabou, work very much the same, and I think they're actually the same thing. They're just, branded differently. But we were talking about brands, and I was showing them a product from Judikins that's been rebranded by a number of different people, a number of different ways. And once you learn what a particular product does, it doesn't matter what company you're going to, you just figure out which one you like the best. Like I'm showing this Utric gesso, which is one of my favorite gessos because it's nice and thick and creamy and it goes down beautifully. And it's the consistency that I like. I have a lot of other gessos, but that one I particularly like. The Liquitex is a little more liquid, and each one has its merits, but I like that one when I'm just coating a page. So now I've got that big Posca pen. Love this pen. One of my new favorite go-to things. I love doing those polka dots. It's so much fun. So go check out Art Joy is Sharing, our Facebook group, if you haven't already joined. If you have joined, yay. And if you're a member, give me a thumbs up. Let people know that you like this. And use the hashtag so that I can see the pages that you're making. And I will finish up this page and be back shortly with another AJOS Peculiar Persona. Because that's it from Desiree Decisive for today. Thanks, people. I appreciate you being here. Bye for now.